welcome to the Red Cannon Room where we discuss all things Arsenal. First of all, I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel, like this video and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when videos are released. So this video is previewing Arsenal's upcoming trip to Brentford on Thursday night at 8 PM. This is a huge game in regards to the title race. As we saw over the weekend, Manchester City did go to Anfield and grind out a 2-1 win. It was huge. It was huge in terms of the title race. If Manchester City had lost that game or drew that game, then you would say that it would be very difficult for them to catch Arsenal at the top. But due to that win, the gap is still 6 points, so we're still in a reasonable and favourable position. But since Man City play tonight, they host Fulham at the Etihad. A win for them tonight, and they're 3 points, only 3 points behind us, which makes our clash away at Brentford huge and a must win. Obviously, Arsenal have been going well in the league over the last couple of games, coming off a 4-0 win against Leeds at Ellen Road and a 3-0 win at home against Sunderland. So back-to-back clean sheets in the league, which is great for our defence and it's great for confidence. Obviously, our talisman, our key player, Victor Gyökeres, is starting to score goals and is peaking at the right time where we need him when we're coming to the crunch months of the title race in February, March, April, where we need our players to score goals, our striker to score goals. He's really getting that confidence with scoring goals and gaining some momentum there. So this is a very tricky tie away at Brentford. Obviously, Brentford are coming off a 3-2 win away at St James's Park against Newcastle. So they are really at a high point right now. They are really confident. They're scoring goals. Jensen, they have really dangerous players like Igor Thiago, Jensen, for example. And so they have some really good players and players that can, if we're on an off day, if we have an off night, we take the foot off the gas defensively and going forward. Brentford are a team at their home, they can really punish us. So I feel that we need to go into this game with the same mindset, not worry too much about what City have done, focus on the job at hand, and just go out there and try and get the 3 points. That's all that matters at this stage of the season. The performance doesn't need to be great. We just need to go there and grind out a win. We need to give a proper away performance at a tricky ground. Their home fans will be up for it. It's a midweek clash under the lights at the G-Tech. Their fans will be right up for it. Obviously, Brentford are pretty much safe, you can say. They're not in a relegation battle, or they're not, fighting for the title, but they are, they could be getting a European position. So they really would want to win this game and show the top half of the league or the top sides that they're real challengers for European places. So I think it's a really tricky game, but one that if Arsenal aspirations are to win the league, this is a game that we have to be winning away from home. We have to be winning this game. Obviously, with the pressure as well, with Man City playing tonight, it just makes this game even more important. So obviously, Mikel Arteta had a press conference today and has mentioned a few things in regards to some of the players that we have had picked up a few niggles and injuries. The likes being Trossard, Bukayo Saka, and Martin Odegaard. So today, Arteta didn't really comment much on those. He just basically said that we'll see. So it's not like he's disregarded them for this match, or whether they'll be included in the squad, maybe. But it looks like that Arteta's not the type of guy to be risking players, even when they've picked up a knock or something, as we've seen with Marino's injury and things like that. He picked up an injury against Manchester United at the Emirates, and it became something more serious and something which he needs surgery for now, and will be facing a few months out. So I think that Arteta will protect those players, and they might feature on the bench. He might give them 10, 15 minutes, but I probably don't see them starting the game. So with that, we will go with our predicted 11 and our predictions following that. So in terms of our predicted 11, in goal, it's a no-brainer. David Raya starts in goal. He's been our keeper, starting all of our Premier League matches pretty much. So David Raya straight in there for me. At right back, I'm gonna go with Jurien Timber. Obviously, he's been fantastic this season for us. Has had a couple of bad games, I would say. Probably one standout one being Manchester United at home, the 3-2 loss. But barring that, Timber's been fantastic. He's a player that's always there, always ready to defend, does the dirty work, and also can go forward and whip a ball in as well and help the midfield to link up with the attack. So Timber at right back. Centre back partnership, I'm going to go with William Saliba and Gabriel together at centre back. They've been a fantastic partnership, and as we know, when one's injured, it does affect our balance defensively and our willingness to defend as a unit. So I think they're straight in there, and they're one of the best partnerships in Europe at the moment. So Saliba and Gabriel in the heart of defence. At left back, I'm going to go with Calafiori. Obviously, he came on. He did start the match actually at Sunderland, and with him coming back and Arteta slowly integrating him in, I think this is a game where Calafiori could start again. So I'm going to go with Calafiori at left back. In midfield, it's a no-brainer. In that sort of number 6 position, I'm going to go with Martin Zubimendi. For me, he's been a standout player this season for me, and one that's an unsung hero, not possibly been appreciated enough this season. He's come up with some key goals. I mean, early in the season, he scored a couple of goals against Nottingham Forest at home, scored a huge goal at the Emirates when we played Villa before the turn of the new year. Obviously, scored an important header opening goal at our away trip at Ellen Road against Leeds to really kick us on, which was a tricky game and one that we had to win. So he popped up and scored there with the header at Leeds, and then again at the weekend on Saturday, scoring a huge opener for us against Sunderland at home with that unbelievable strike outside the box to score. So Martin Zubimendi starts in that number 6 role. Alongside the number 8 role, Declan Rice. Wow, he's just been absolutely unbelievable this season for us, and he's just a solid 7, 8 out of 10 every match. Gives it his all. He's there to do the dirty work, and he drives the ball forward for us and really makes things happen for us in attack. So Declan Rice in midfield. As the advance of the number 10, it's a tricky one, but I'm going to go with Kai Havertz, and he's a player that's since he's come in, obviously he's scored in the Champions League. He's scored, um, provided some assists as well in the Premier League. I really think Havertz has been really impressive in terms of having that link with our strikers, so and Gyökeres in particular. So I'm going to go with Havertz in there as well. On the right, I'm going to go with Madueke, Noni Madueke on the right. Obviously, with Bukayo Saka having that hip injury, is a bit of a doubt. I don't see Saka maybe starting this game, so I'm going to put Noni Madueke in at on that right side, that right wing side. Um, on the left, I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. Obviously, a player that's been pretty good this season, more so as an impact player coming off the bench. But since Trossard has picked up that niggly injury, um, I'm gonna probably say it's best to not start Trossard in this game and to go with Martinelli in in that left wing position. And then up top, spearheading the attack, I'm gonna go with Victor Gyökeres. Obviously, he's coming off some really impressive performances and goals. He scored obviously against in Sunderland a couple of goals, and also he scored at Leeds as well. A great goal, and he's a sort of player that just really reminds me of someone like a sort of Diego Costa, who's not that brilliant to watch on the eye as someone like an Aguero, for example, but someone who's just so dogged and just will do anything to be physical with the opposition defense and just drive the ball in there and a sort of fox in the box. He'll just bundle the ball in the back of the net in any way he can. It won't look pretty, but it's in the back of the net. And yeah, for me, he's Victor Gyökeres is sort of peaking at the right time, and he needs to continue this going. He needs to continue this run of scoring because I think um, if he keeps scoring, it's just gonna help the team massively and really help us with scoring first is a really huge thing. So I think Victor Gyökeres spearheading the attack, and yeah, that's my team. In terms of predictions, it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Brentford are a tough side, um, but my predictions are I'm going with a 2-1 win to Arsenal. I think Brentford, with the way they're going, I think they will score at home. But I think eventually, with the firepower we have on the bench and also our form, our rich vein of form, I think we will have a little bit too much for Brentford. So I'm going with a 2-1 Arsenal win. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, what your predicted lineups will be, um, your predictions of the game, and and where you think you know whether Arsenal will stay strong, show their mettle, and win this game. Because as we know, we do have another quick turnaround with FA Cup on the weekend, which I'll do a preview of that after following the Brentford game, and then we have a game again um, early next week against Wolves away. So the game's coming thick and fast. Winning this game is huge for momentum. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and enjoy the game. Peace.